Hey everyone, and welcome back to our Madden 24 Jets franchise. In today's episode, we are going up against the Miami Dolphins, who are 7-6, while still being one of the better teams in the league with that low record, just because of how the league is shaken out. So first things, we're gonna go and take a look at their injury report and see if anybody's out, because I think Jalen Ramsey is actually out, which will be a big help for us. Let's see, they have one of their lower corners is out, the right guard is out, another corner is out. Jalen is out. Crazy. He's on IR, but he hasn't came off yet. Interesting. So with Jalen Ramsey out, that is going to open up the passing opportunities. So let's go ahead and hop straight into this Unstoppable Force event. I actually don't remember which one this is. Coach, you're tasked with facing the Dolphins in their high parry offense this week. Where does stopping them start? I'm going to go with constant pressure. Beat the Dolphins and get 3+ sacks. Well, if we do anything like last week, that'll definitely be achievable. That said, speaking of last week, we did obviously get one of our first wins in 9 weeks. And I'm still messing with the sliders. I'm going to keep them on what they're on last week. And we should ideally get shut down a little bit more this week. So we'll kind of just see how it plays out for these last couple weeks as we continue on through the season. But with that said, I wanted to take a look at some draft prospects real quick, because obviously we have a lot of needs. But first, we need to take a look at strong safety Khalil Harrington, who shined during the bowl game. So let's go take a look at him. And here we are with Khalil Harrington, taking a look at him. He's projected to go in the round 1. We obviously don't need strong safety really, but he does have elite strength, so I'm assuming he's going to be somebody that you could drop down and probably play linebacker with his good to great speed ratings. So it could definitely be somebody that we look into to play middle linebacker for us, as that is going to be kind of a weakness coming up soon. But ideally, we need to look for D lineman and, kind of D lineman. And then obviously quarterback is a big need, as well as left tackle. So taking a look at some of the bigger prospects right now, Mr. Harvey Green is good to great in everything. F injury, though, is a scary proposition for sure. Big injury-prone player might honestly make him unavailable to us. Taking a look at quarterbacks, George Johnson coming in at 6'1", 230, has great to elite throw power and has a lot of good ratings, being 95% scouted. Medium accuracy is good, deep accuracy is good. Awareness that means he's gonna have a high overall. His I want to see, break sack is D though, so that's not great. And what is his speed? His speed is solid to good. Does well to avoid sacks by throwing the ball away. Pressure doesn't phase him because he doesn't know what's there. Lightning click release, that's nice. And then there's no other quarterbacks projected to go, so it's either pretty much him or bust. And then obviously don't need a running back. Wide receiver could be something we look into. But I think we want to start building our trenches, honestly. And taking a look at Mark Houghton. This is probably, this has got to be our pick. This is the B2C injury is better. Yeah, that Mark Houghton's our pick. Left tackle, protect the blind side where we're already having kind of some troubles. Mark Houghton is definitely the pick. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and I'll do weekly training and then I will see y'all in the game. Here we are going against the Dolphins with Mr. Tyreek Hill, who has 922 yards on the year and 6 receiving touchdowns. Looking good for Mr. Tyreek, set to break 1,000 yards for sure. He might even break it this game if our defense doesn't learn how to step up. Definitely could be a scary possibility for us. But here we are, we're playing in their homelands. Hopefully that doesn't affect us too bad. Hopefully, I don't know what their home field advantage is, but hopefully it's not too great. As Mr. Tua comes out onto the field, leading his squad, ready to keep that winning win streak going. I think they're on like a 3-game win streak right now. Keep it going and prevent us from getting any kind of progress for this young, trying to develop team. Which, it's interesting because I see us as a young, developing team, but if you really think about it, we were set to win the chip this year if Aaron Rodgers had stayed in. And we very well might have. So we have a few aging pieces, but this is a team that definitely needs to be looking forward to drafting a big piece this season and then this offseason and then pushing for the Super Bowl while you still have Aaron Rodgers, because he's only here for probably next year, if that. We don't even know if he might just retire this offseason. which could definitely throw a wrench in our plans. As Xavier Gibson takes that ball out to the 24-yard line. There we go. There's Coach Rob telling Willis where to go, telling him that he needs to be paying more attention and not throwing 2 picks like he did last week, as he has gone 9 for 18 with the TD to interception ratio, with only 1,600 yards on the season. Oh man, why is Warren in the backfield? Let's see. Is he subbed in? He's not at fullback. He's not at running back. Is he playing tight? Why is he playing tight end when we have Tyler Croft? What? Okay, there we go. Well, he's blocking this time, so I guess it's not too bad. But oh god, yep. And Dalvin Cook gets gobbled up for a negative 6-yard loss, trying to bounce that outside, but our O-line just doesn't stand a chance right there as Ward busts in to get the stop. Lazard beats his man, and he leaps high to bring in an overthrow from Mr. Malik Willis. Barely able to secure that ball, but he does get it brought down, and that's going to be a first down for this drive. Good start right there by the offense. He bullets it in there, and Garrett Wilson grabs onto that ball and holds it for a 6-yard gain. Garrett Wilson with 58 yards last week. It was a big breakout week for him, but he did not get it, obviously. Needed 200 yards and didn't get anywhere close to that. We're going to QB run right here with Willis to get this first down. He busted outside, outrunning the linebacker. Can he beat him to the sideline? He does. I see his drug out of bounds by Baker, and that's going to be a 6-yard run for the quarterback. These little short runs and stuff, short pass plays and runs is definitely what we need to be using Malik the most. If he can dump that over to Rucker, Rucker gets down the field, breaking open, tries to hurdle, cannot, and he is taken down at the 14-yard line. Here we're gonna just hand this ball off to Dalvin Cook. Press right there and hand this ball off. Oh, and he gets taken down after a 6-yard gain. Brings him back to even for the day. And we're going to run this red zone up right here. See if we can't hit Allen Lazard on the inside there. Or look for Garrett Wilson jump ball as well. That's where we're going to go. He's going to turn around, and unfortunately he's able to get in there. Coe, I don't know who that is. Coe is able to get in there and break that ball up. Going to be looking for the option to Lazard right here. We hit it as he picks it up, and Lazard diving for the end zone, cannot get there, but he does get down to the 1. It's down to the 1-yard line after a good block by number 6, who, why am I blanking on who that is? We're going to go for the QB sneak right here. Just started off as Malik dives and gets in there for the touchdown. Good rushing touchdown for Malik after having 2 last week. Playing a lot better here in recent weeks, but definitely not enough that we want him to be the starting quarterback for any significant length of time. Oh, and here we go. We kick it off with 3 minutes having passed in this first quarter. Good little 3-minute drive to get down the field. And here we are as the Dolphins offense does come out on the field. We can see how Tua has been performing for this year, hopefully. And let's see, 2,500 yards, 18 TDs to 13 interceptions. Wow. I think the sliders earlier in the season might have messed up some of the stats for this year because everybody's interception ratio is really high, which makes me feel better about ours, even though ours is like increasingly high, like scarily high, as he gets in there and lays the boom on A-Chain. Not sure how you say his name, but he does get in there, lays the boom. Sherwood laying it down. Smith coming to the outside, lays a big hit on the running back, and 3rd and 7 coming up. 3rd and 7 coming up. He's throwing the ball downfield, and he just can't get out there. Jalen Waddle kind of gets stuck up on Reed. Surprised there was not an illegal contact penalty called or a pass interference as he gets hung up by the DB. Works out for our Jets though. Nicole Hardman down, take the punt. taking it out to the right side. One man to beat, and he can't get around him, and is taken down at the 32 after running back for a few yards. So the Jets are going to run a little stretch here to Dalvin to the left side. Hopefully he can just outrun the defenders. He does. Gets to the outside, tries to stiff arm a man, and goes down after an 8-yard rush on the play. 2nd and 2 coming up. Staying in the single back formation. Jets come out, 3 tight end set. Dumps it off to Jeremy Ruckert, who gets away from a man and is taken down by the knees at the opposing 44-yard line. Good play by Jeremy Ruckert. If the Dolphins aren't careful, this game could get out of hand really fast for them. As Malik does hit Lazard, and he fights for the first down. Malik almost at 100 yards passing for the day, which is a big improvement for some weeks that we've seen from him. Our offense does actually lead in yards, but that's just from pure garbage time stats. Malik takes off, tries to navigate the pocket, cannot, and is sacked by Christian Wilkins. They call it, the game registers as a sack, but not really, as it's now 2nd and 10. Oh, Malik misses hard down at the bottom. Couldn't really tell if he was getting hit or what was happening, but he does miss. Who is number 54? Why are they playing left guard? They're very tiny. I think I had this problem before. You're not number 54. Yeah, it's Billy Turner. Billy Turner, get out of there. Where's Lakin Tomlinson playing left guard? You play there. And Tomlinson, get in there. Because Billy Turner gets wrecked a lot, I'm pretty sure. There we go, as Malik misses Dalvin Cook and throws a pick. Dalvin Cook's sitting there wide open. And Malik just misses to the right, and David Long does intercept him. And here we thought the sliders were going to affect Malik, making him be a better passer. Misses a wide open receiver there, straight to the hands of a DB. Oh, the blitzer gets absolutely mushed by the left guard, and A-Chain is able to break it off for about a 17-yard run. Bryce Hall is gonna try to come off on the blitz. He does come down, but he can't get there. Everybody's trying to punch the ball out. Tua gets his first completion on the day. It goes for 5 yards. Oh, whoa, hey, whoa, that was a punch. That was 2 punches. Somebody needs to get Williams out of there. We're gonna send Bryce Hall on another blitz here. Try to get some pressure on this pretty stable pocket passer in Tua. He fakes it to the side. Everybody bites on the jet sweep. And luckily, Amos is able to come back and slow him up enough to get a tackle. As everybody bit on that jet sweep there, allowing the Dolphins to just push farther down the field. Here we go, Williams, guard in the middle of the field. And luckily for us, Quentin Williams gets there and gets the sack as Tua is about to target a man wide open downfield on that left side. Ashton Davis is kind of tiny to be running middle linebacker, honestly. With everybody pulling out, they do go into a 5-wide look. Oh, and Tua darts it in there to number 87. Which Williams? Is that Max Williams? I don't know who that is. But he darts it in there, and 87 is lighting us up today. It is Max Williams, I do believe. Smith over pursues, but luckily for us, number 3 is there to lay the boom on A-Chain as he does go down with injury, it looks like. Unfortunate, you hate to see that. Oh no, he's back out. Okay, he was just faking. Bro was just goofing around, I guess. And at the end of the first quarter, we have pretty similar looking stats, honestly. Besides our passing yards is just much higher. But we also have twice as many passing plays, so that'll do that. Kenny Pickett not looking great for the Steelers down there as they are 3-0 against the Indianapolis Colts. Ashton Davis comes down. He strips the ball out. But luckily for the Dolphins, Jalen Waddle is there. And he jumps on the fumble. And it is now 3rd and inches. Dolphins get a lucky break there. Carter comes off free, and he's almost there. But the all-out blitz leaves A-Chain open on a Texas route and allows him to just waltz into the end zone. Dang it, man. You hate to see that. Man. That really is tragic. Gibson here to take it out of the end zone. And he is going, flying down the middle of the field. And he gets down to the 26-yard line. Had a big gap there. Expected him to bust it. And he didn't bust anything but his butt on the ground. There we go. We're going to do a little sweepy sweep to Alan Lazard. Big, could have been a big play if 89 could have gotten out there and gotten the block. But he does not. So, unfortunately, it's a nothing play. Gonna hit him with the PA here. Go to Conklin over the top, hopefully. No availability there. As Wilson finally breaks free and Willis off platform is able to deliver a dot, trying to make up for that early pick. Wilson open again on the slant. Is fighting for extra yards, but is going backwards, and they're going to call him dead at the 49-yard line from forward progress. Good play. Garrett Wilson getting involved this week, trying to show everyone that he is still the true number one wide receiver when somebody can get him the ball. As we dump it off to Dalvin Cook. All 78s out there making big boom plays, and Dalvin Cook is down to a 2nd and 1. Here we go, play action again. Malik Willis stepping back, waiting for somebody to come open, forcing it to Garrett Wilson. And again, seeking way too deep on that right side of the pocket, just waiting for someone to come open. Nobody does. And here you go, as they hand it off to Dalvin Cook. He's going to hit the gap and get the first down and down to the opposing 36-yard line. Come out in a gun bunch formation. The Jets are going to be looking for Garrett Wilson across the middle on a drag. He's not there, and they dump it off to Dalvin Cook. Garrett Wilson trying to make a block. Can't get there, and it's not going to get any yards. 2nd and 10 coming up. Probably another screen pass. Dalvin Cook on that right side. Nobody's over there. Ooh, interesting. But Jets are going to toss a screen to Dalvin Cook. People are sinking over. They're watching it, but the blocks are there. Dalvin Cook's fighting for yards, and he gets stood up by their safety, it looked like. Brings them down to a 3rd and 4. Running the RPO here. Lazard is wide open. He gets there as they're biting down on Mecole Hardman and Garrett Wilson. Don't even see Lazard sleep over to the side. Gets the first down as Davis does go down for the Dolphins. Play action. Trying to give his wide receiver a chance. And Garrett Wilson pulls in what might be the reception of the year for this Jets team. That is a great catch and even better pass from that's wild, Malik Willis. He honestly, it looks like he's throwing it away, but Garrett Wilson just goes up there and comes down with the feet inbounds. First down, Jets. That's impressive. You can't ask for better from your number one wide receiver. Jets dump it off to their tight end, who gets stuck up. No illegal contact penalty called, though, as Jeremy Ruckert can't get to the ball in the end zone. Having Mecole Hardman sneak out to the back. Coming across the middle, and Malik Willis misses him. It's going to be a 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line, as the Jets are going to move to go for a triple option. Hoping they can stretch this field using Malik's legs and Dalvin Cook's energy. Oh, Malik Willis could have had it, but he flips it to Dalvin, and Dalvin does get in. Good choice to flip it, maybe, as he might have been caught from behind. Flips it to Dalvin, and he almost gets caught as well. But almost doesn't matter, as the Jets go up by 7 to make this a 14-7 ball game. Ooh, man. That was a little risky on the flip ski. I'm not going to lie. Little bit risky. But But here we go as we kick off this ball with 5 minutes left in this first half. A-Chain actually got over 1,000 yards in this, using his stats from this game. He's at 1,001 on the season. They're probably going to run it here. Speaking of A-Chain, they do. Smith is trying to fill the hole. He does help Sherwood bring him down after a gain of 5 with 5 minutes remaining in this first half. The Jets are going to run a middle linebacker blitz here with Smith. Hopefully he can kind of shoot that gap. He does not shoot the gap as he tries. He notices he's bouncing outside. Ugh, can't work. Smith gets absolutely pancaked though. Gets obliterated, and A-Chain gets up, gets the first down. Here we go. Whitehead plays down on his man. His man goes down. Oh, underthrow! Underthrow to Waddle by Tua. Don't know if he was being hit on the pass. Reed tries to hurdle and gets taken down by Tua. Bad pick. Just a bad underthrow possibly by the quarterback who has not had a great season this so far, given the pick numbers. Rolls out left. Nobody around him really. He has some pressure coming, but nobody there. And just way behind Waddle. Not sure what he was looking at there. Jets come out in a full house set, looking to run this ball. That's because he got stuck on the guy or he would have pursued. That's wild. Bruised shoulder, keep him out. Going ahead and keep him out until after halftime probably. So we're going to try to pass this ball again, get to the end zone. Conklin, not open really, but he does have 2 guys on him. But they're trailing behind kind of, and Malik Willis slots that in there and we get a nice little 4-yard gain. Looking for these corner routes. Hopefully somebody can come open here. As Malik Willis takes the snap. Dropping back. Garrett Wilson's open on the corner. That's too much of a floater though. His guy overruns his route though and he gets there. Again, another big corner route successful play to Garrett Wilson. As he just breaks the ankles of the defending DB. Big pressure coming. Malik guns it in there down to Dalvin Cook at the 1-yard line. Big play there for this Jets offense as they take it down to the 2-minute warning. Here we go. We're going to run the read option from the pistol. See what I can do. Read option, but he just gets there too fast as Malik Willis is grabbed from behind. We're going to go ahead and run shoe clock, try to drain this last little bit of clock. Take it down to a little bit of a minute and run the screen pass here. Drops it off. Has the blocks, gets speared from behind, and it's going to be at the 2-yard line as the Dolphins call timeout. They're all over this. I think the Jets are just going to run. Try to take the touchdown going into half. Jets roll out. Has a player, and he is sacked at the 15. Had a player on the outside. Bad mistake there by the Jets. Thought they had the look. They do have the look, but oh crap. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. DJ Reed gets back though and breaks up the pass to Jalen Waddle. Almost could have been a horrible play, but Jalen Reed gets back there. Not Jalen Reed. DJ Reed gets back there and breaks it up from Jalen Waddle. Big sack there on the blitz, and we're going to be having a 3rd and 18 coming up. They may be willing to just take this ball into halftime. If we get the stop here, though, we will be calling a timeout for sure. They're going to snap the ball with 2 seconds left. They're running the ball, trying to run this clock out. Williams, big hit, and the Jets take a timeout. Get this ball back with 26 seconds and let their offense try to work. Big stop there by the Jets defense. Huff. Oh, Hall broke that, spun that, but you couldn't get in there. And Mecole Hardman gets down to the 50-yard line exactly. With 18 seconds left, 2 timeouts. This Jets crew definitely has a chance here. Try to put some points on the board. As Willis is going to roll out to his right side. He's got a player, kind of. Slots it in there. Ruckert's gone. Stiff arms a man, and he's down with 8 seconds left. 19-yard line. Try and get it towards the end zone. Try to go towards the end zone if you play action here. If you don't get it, take the 3. Oh, Lazard tries to body out his man, but cannot, and it's going to be a 20-yard field goal for this Jets crew from the 36-yard line. Big kick here as it goes through the uprights, leaving 1 second on the clock for this Dolphins team. They're not going to get to let their offense see the field today. Before halftime. We're going to go and just skip to the second half. Oh, we kicked off on accident. Tough. The Dolphins do get the ball at halftime, and going into half, they're down by 10. Tua's calling audible, seeing the blitz that's coming at his face. Pause. As wide receiver does get out of bounds at the first down marker. They're going to give it to him. He actually didn't go out of bounds. Sauce Gardner managed to keep him inside. But this offense is looking a little different already. That's more yards than they got in the last couple drives. They kick it down short, and he gets blown up for his 6-yard gain. We're going to make him fight for those yards, if nothing else. Williams playing defense. Going to back up and cover the middle of the field. It's a touch pass. No, it's going to be a run. Everybody bites again. Amos gets hit off, and he gets blown up again at the 49-yard line. A-Chain is having to pay for every yard that he gets. That is for sure. Running another blitz here. Bringing all the linebackers. Bringing them in. Free rushers. And Tua goes down. Tua's got to dump it off faster than that, or else he's going to get sacked a lot this year. Williams playing over on the other Williams, interestingly enough. Probably a pass play, you would think. It is. Williams pulling past. They're going to trust their quarterback. He goes deep to Jalen Waddle, and DJ Reed gets down there and manages to knock it down. I'm going to let the AI just do those deeper balls, by the way. He throws it to Jalen again. Weird pass across the middle right there. Jalen kind of got stopped up by a DB, but the refs don't call it. The refs do not call it at all. Hall trying to come in. Can't break the block again. Nicole lets that ball go. Gotta hope it falls in, and it does. Takes it out to the 20-yard line. Good choice by Mecole Hardman to let that ball bounce. Jets now going to be content to just play a more conservative type of football. They hand the ball off, cut it back up the middle, and they're going to fight, but they do not get there as they only get 4 yards on that play. Quick little slant route here, just try to get this first down by the Jets. Dumps it off to Dalvin Cook, who's running, outruns his defender, spins trying to get around his guys, and he cannot, but it is a first down at the 42-yard line. Here we go. Jets are going to pass this ball again. Get it out to Rucker on the outside, and he's going to get hit and drops that ball. Malik Willis looking for another run play here. They don't bite. Dalvin has to go, and he's trying to fight off that tackle right there, and only gets a yard on the play. 3rd and 9 coming up. Jets going to run 4 verticals here. Watching. Chunks up a prayer to Hardman. That's going to get knocked down, and almost a bad decision there from Malik Willis. He gets knocked down, and this team's going to have to punt. Big punt here by Morstead. Could go too far back. It looks like it might. The defenders are running for it. Oh, and it bounces way too hard and goes in. So the Dolphins will get the ball out at the 20-yard line. 31-15 win by the Denver Broncos over the, why am I blanking? Detroit Lions. I don't know why I was blanking when I had their picture right there. Oh. And as the players do get over there, it's going to be a first down for Jalen Waddle. Big first down play. This Dolphins offense is trying to mount anything they can, but it's just not working for them really. They're going to go back to the running game, which has worked pretty good. as Whitehead can't make the tackle. Sauce Gardner's the only one with a chance, and he's getting burnt as A-Chain houses that one. Makes a house call, and that's going to make this game 14-17. That's crazy. And down at the bottom, the 7-7 Bengals beat the something losing record Vikings. I didn't get to see it. Gibson tries to bounce this ball outside and is not able to get very far as he does get down to the 22-yard line. Unfortunately, he was not able to gain a whole lot of extra yardage off of that. We're just going to hand this ball off to Dalvin Cook. Hands it off. Big gain. Cuts it back. Can't quite break it. He's getting old and he's getting slow, but he is down to the 44-yard line. Unfortunately, he couldn't break that ball. Make it a house call. Jets run a play action here. Fake screen. Conklin. Nobody's open. Malik rolling out to his left, and he's going to throw that ball away before getting absolutely clobbered by the defensive line. Has to throw it away. Nobody's open. Nowhere to go. Looking for a shorter throw to get the offense back on track. As the slant is open across the middle. Mecole has to come down and adjust to it. Gets speared and is down to the 40-yard line. Mecole Hardman. Little tiny passes here. Looking to see if something busts deep. It does not. Oh, and a free rusher off the edge. Almost takes down Malik Willis as he does miss that pass. Going to look for some more tiny yardage plays. Oh, he jumps it. Looks for the safe outlet on Conklin, and that pass gets jumped. Conklin takes it straight out of the tight end's hands. Bad pick by Malik Willis. Not showing what you want to see in your franchise quarterback, which he's definitely not going to be, so it's fine. Oh, Williams misses his chance to knock that ball free, and Jalen Waddle is down to our 41-yard line. This offense is showing some life. Davis is going to try for the blitz here. Tries, gets caught up by the center, and who grabbed that? Quick pass by Tua, sensing that pressure, and he gets it out for a 3-yard gain. Ashton Davis is playing the spy. We're going to bring our guys down just in case they choose to run it on this empty set. They do. Trying to strip it. They cannot. A-Chain gets them down to the 26-yard line with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Then a man coverage here. We're going to use Quentin Williams in the middle. See if we can't get some pressure. Tries, breaks the tackle finally. And luckily for us, there is a loss of 2 on the play. A-Chain has ate us up for 136 yards on the day, though. Big plays by A-Chain all around. Whitehead waiting for his guy, and Ashton Davis gets through and gets the sack on Tua to back him up as the Jets go into a cover 4 look. Ashton Davis racking up a lot of sacks off the blitz this year. They go with the screen. Good look here, but Williams luckily breaks off his tackle. Can't talk from the excitement and is able to bring him down. Good play call, though, against that look to try to set up that screen. As Carter's going to try to block this field goal. Carter coming off the edge. Cannot get there fast enough. And the Dolphins convert the field goal to tie this game up 17-all. Carter's just inches away from making a play on that ball there. And the Dolphin chants begin to erupt in the stadium. Gibson going to just take this ball down in the end zone and take it out to the 25. Malik Willis coming out in the power formation. Going to try to stay away from passing the ball as it has continually bit him. Dalvin Cook kind of gets around the corner. No gain on the play. No really blocking to really help him out there. The Jets are going to try to fake him here. Snaps the ball right before the half starts, or the quarter closes, and hits Mecole Hardman on the cross. Gets him down to the 37-yard line. Good use of the clock there to distract the Dolphins. Probably weren't expecting that play. And the Jets absolutely wrecking their opposition in total plays as well as passing yardage, but doesn't matter as we're all knotted up here at 17-17. Willis stepping back in the pocket, waiting for something to come open. Wilson gets open as Malik Willis stands in tall, takes the hit, and gets that ball down to the 42-yard line. Malik Willis going to try to run it here if he needs to on this quarterback keeper. Hands that ball off, gets bodied up by 60, and he's not able to get around him. That's going to cause the Jets to go to a 2nd and 10 situation. Toss looks like it could be an option here. Jets are going to run it. He gets through, but the Jets are able to bounce it outside for a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 coming up. That toss doesn't really work, honestly. Probably cut that out of the playbook. Have all these guys just stop short right at the sticks. See if we can't dump something in. Oh! Malik Willis thinks he can sneak it in over Mecole Hardman. He's not able to. Over to Mecole Hardman. Not able to sneak that pass in, and that's a 3rd pick on the year from Malik Willis. Not a good look. Really thought he'd sneak that ball over the linebacker, but he's got bunnies and hops up and picks that ball off. That's what you get for underestimating an athlete in the NFL. These guys aren't college players, and they're here to make stops. Man, disappointing to see for sure. Bit on the jet sweep, pulls the linebacker out of the way. A-Chain could be gone. Reed's our only chance. He can't get him. A-Chain busts another big one off on this Jets team. Pause. And it's not looking good for the Jets here today. 8 minutes left. Down by a touchdown. And they've got to stop being so lethargic on offense. They've got to. It's not been a good look for this Jets team right now. Gibson takes this ball out, looking for a big return, and he has it. He has the big return. Number 9 is gaining. He's not going to be able to bring it to the house, but he gets him to the 20-yard line. Big return by Xavier Gibson. Gets hawked down by Carl Joseph, I do believe that is. The voice cracks from the excitement. Looking for easy passes. Dalvin Cook's open. He breaks one off and gets down to a gain of 8 on the play after the check down. Malik Willis is excited that ball just didn't get intercepted. Dalvin Cook handoff on the stretch play here. Looking for blockers. He's going to get them, but there's going to be a holding penalty called, it looks like. Going to back this offense up. Oh, holding on Tyler Conklin, who finally actually makes a block, but he makes a holding call while doing it. Looking for the corner play here. Malik Willis stepping back in the pocket. Not seeing a whole lot open. Forced to throw that ball away. It goes up in the air, and luckily for him, it's not intercepted because that ball would have been housed. Jet pull shallow here. Looking for a ball to go to the end zone. Mecole Hardman's open on the deep in route, and he's going to be good as Dwayne Brown goes down on the left tackle position. That means what's his name's going to be in, which is not good. Dwayne Brown goes down. Going to bring in Tomlinson, who we need Botger to go in over that guy. There we go, over Billy Turner, because Botger at least is normal size for a left guard. We're just going to hand this ball off to Dalvin, see if he can't get it in. Big opening in the middle of the field, and Dalvin is going to down that ball into the end zone. And we'll let him come back in, but it'll probably be a while. Let the AI kick those 2 kicks. 24-24, Miami Dolphins. Let me know in the comments which one y'all want to do. You want me to do? If you want me to let the AI kick the field goals, or if you want me to do it. I kind of want to do it, but I don't want to make all of them, as the AI did miss that kick the other day. But I also don't want our game to ride on the AI missing something. So I might do it like slow sim so we can at least watch it. Probably what I'll end up doing. Davis bounces the ball in the air. Dropped interception opportunity to try to seal this ball game. Dropped by Ashton Davis. Smith going to range the middle of the field. Setting down at the line to gain. Trying to cover everybody. Tua rolls out to his right. Back across his body to Jalen Waddle, who catches it and goes down to the 49-yard line. Great play by Tua, who hasn't had the best game. Good play by him to find his playmaker and get him the ball across the middle. Smith gets bodied down. Jalen Waddle has his man beat. DJ Reed can't get there. That's not Jalen Waddle, that's Tyreek Hill. We should have known from him absolutely burning our guy down the field. Unfortunate play there, man. Really unfortunate for this Jets crew. You sure do hate to see that. As Xavier Gibson lets that ball bounce into the end zone. Jets gonna go for a run first set here. Running the ball, trying to get the blocks. They get no blocks, no help, and he's gonna lose a yard on that play. No help there for Dalvin Cook, none at all. Jets gonna turn back to their good old reliable short passing game. Mecole Hardman is open again. You think they would be guarding him by now, as he does get the ball up there and turn it into a short 3rd and 4 to try to gain. Big play here. Big chance. Tyler Conklin is there. Makes it harder than it needs to be. Tries a spin move, cannot get it, and he's going to go down at the opposing 37-yard line. Big play there by Tyler Conklin. Jets going to run a sweep to that side. No, they're not. They're going to run a slant right here. Garrett Wilson across the middle, can't make the play. Could argue PI on the play, but there's none called. 2nd and 10 coming up. Dalvin Cook's going to try to hit that hole. 78 kind of gets in the way, blocking him. Dalvin Cook gets 3 yards on the play. This is almost go for it territory if they don't get it here. Garrett Wilson. Tyler Conklin has an opportunity to catch that ball, and he doesn't. Gets broken up by Code. And the game thinks to go for it. And I do too. Here we go. Conklin is over the middle. And Malik Willis sells the pass. And the Dolphins are going to have the lead with 4 minutes remaining. As Malik Willis might have just sold this ball game. Big run here. Everybody's there to gobble him up. 2nd and 10 coming up as these Dolphins try to eat this clock away. They're not in a position where they can just run it every time though. And they know that as they go to an all 5 wide set. Big hit there. Big hit stick. 3rd and 11 coming up. Big play. Big play there for sure. Bryce Hall's going to try to come off this edge and get this blitz here. Bryce Hall zooming. They get there and he misses his throw. It's going to be a 4th and 11. They're going to have to punt with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining on the clock. Big chance for this Jets team to squeak out a win here. Big chance. Mecole Hardman fields that punt. It's kind of low. He's taking it to the outside. Oh, he beats number 9 around the corner. But unfortunately for him, I do believe that is the punter ends up making the saving tackle for the Dolphins. They're still stacking the box, surprisingly. Dumps it off to Lazard like they did earlier in the game. Allen Lazard down the sideline. Down to the 43-yard line. Big gain for the Jets wide receiver. Gonna abuse the light box here. Try to sneak Dalvin Cook up the middle. He tries, but no cigars. He is stopped after a gain of 3. We're gonna look for our short passing game here. Dalvin Cook gets the ball, but decides to stand there for 8 country years. What is he doing? He doesn't even try to turn around and make a play. And we're gonna hit the 2-minute warning after that horrible attempt at keeping this game alive by Dalvin Cook. Big play opportunity right here. Ruckert gets it knocked out, and it's going to be another 4th down attempt for this Jets offense. run the 4 verticals look or QB run. They're going to opt for the 4 verts. He has T.Y. Hilton, who slides down with possession at the 19-yard line. Big play for T.Y. right there. Big play. Here we go. Conklin. He's got his guy beat. Oh, and he makes the play of the game. Howard knocking that ball down. Conklin can't get anywhere near it to try and secure it. That's a bad choice. Alan Lazard manages to hold on. But really scary chance right there. The Jets looking here, seeing what they can find. Big open wide receiver across the middle. Al Lazard breaking towards the end zone. It's going to be a 1st and goal. The Jets letting this clock continue to chip down, hoping they can secure a victory right here. As Malik Willis dives in and around his guy and makes the play. Given the position in the season, the Jets are going to opt to go for it and go for 2 and go for the win right now. Go for the dagger because Garrett Wilson, there's a flag on the play. I think it might be pass interference. It's defensive pass interference. That's going to bring the Jets out to the 1-yard line, which opens up the opportunity for, oh no it doesn't. It does not open up the opportunity for the QB sneak. Jets are going to roll out. And he's going to fumble. He's going to fumble, and Dalvin Cook is there to stop it. Malik gets obliterated. Ran the same play that he got sacked on earlier. Had hopes that there's a possibility he could get that pass off of Jeremy Ruckert. Jets are going to boom this out and trust their defense to try to make a stand on 3 plays. That is the move for the Jets right now. Given the position, though, a better draft pick helps the Jets, obviously. But if you get the win, then you get the win. But here we are. Big chance. Run committing, obviously. Need to stop. Need to stop here. And they do get it. 2nd and 13. Jets. Run commit again by the Jets. Playing down. The Dolphins would be dumb to do anything but run the ball here. And big hit there. 3rd and 12 coming up. You have to think they're running it again, but we're not going to run commit just in case. Surely we can get the stop on a 3rd and 12 if they are running. They do run the ball. Whitehead gets taken down, but they're taken down. 26 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to have to punt again. They run to take all 3 timeouts away from this Jets team. Big game down there at the bottom between 2 8-5 squads. Dear Lord. Big hit on Mecole Hardman. We're going to have to get to the 39-yard line to make this an unmakeable attempt for Mr. Greg Zuerlein. Obviously working the sidelines only. There we go. Big pass completion attempt here. Get out of, he gets out of bounds. He gets out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Garrett Wilson cutting that scarily close. A 59-yarder seems like it's got to be out of the realm of possibility for our guy. Look at passes to take him to the outside boundaries. I called the wrong play. We're going to look. We're going to have to set up our own play here. There we go. Big tip down there. And the Jets are going to have to attempt this field goal. The Jets are going to have to attempt a field goal here. These guys are obviously set up to defend. Did not get all the power that may be needed to sit in this game, and the Jets win. The Jets pull out a dub after going for 2 and not getting it and playing the risky game. the Jets managed to get into position and still get the field goal to take in the win over the Miami Dolphins. Absolute nail biters here today in Miami as the Jets stack on another win to try and make this team feel better going into the offseason. Get the morale up for these players and get them interested in coming back in the offseason instead of going off to better seas. Creating pressure was a big talking point. That is for sure, as we just took that big dub. This is our event. All of our defensive linemen will have +5 power and finesse moves from the next 2 games. +5 morale. Now it's a good time to sign all the defensive players back. Because I do believe morale affects that anyways. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Viewing the playoff picture, we might be one of the reasons the Dolphins get knocked out after that win. That's wild. But yeah, big competitive divisions this year. Be interesting to see where we can fall next season. But with that said, I will see everyone in the next episode of Jets Franchise.